Hey y'all, so I am sculpting today. I've done some sculpting, but I've never done it live, so I'm exploring some new artful talents. And making I have started to make a cat. It is not finished, but at all, but I want to this is my first time trying to make like a sculpture. And so I am trying to make a cat. And I feel like it looks like a motherfucking cat. It looks like a cat so far, but I don't know. We're just gonna have to see what it's giving. But it does look like a cat, right? Girl, the title threw me. Making a cat. Oh, y'all thought I was gonna do a sex change on live. Make a real cat. So I'm just gonna be sitting here do this because I'm a part of this amazing fellowship cohort, and one of the activities that we did today was sculpting. And let me show y'all the first thing I made. They sent us like 3 bags of clay for us to make stuff with, and the first thing I made was like a jewelry holder that looked like lips. Isn't that cute? I love that. So you have to put like a white base on it so that so when I paint it, see, here's the paintings. Here's the paints. You have to put the white base first before you can paint it. So you got to let this dry. And then once this dries, I can paint it. So I'm going to paint it like some with a brown lip liner and a red lip, or I don't know. I haven't decided. But what I'm working on now as I talk to you all is the cat. Isn't it cute? Ooh, as it falls and breaks his neck. I hate the tail. The tail looks like a squirrel tail. I need to make it smaller. But I'm scared it won't I'm just scared I'm gonna mess it up. But yes, but yeah, you get the little clay and then you can make it wet as you don't want to get too wet because then it'll be being stupid. But yeah, it is good. So what is going this is just a chit chat. I don't have nothing to talk about. I just want to do it while I'm talking to y'all. And yeah, let me see who's in there. Hey Marissa. Hey Jay Scott. Hey, this always catches me. Na- Naira, 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 Naira P. Valerie, hey. Ruckus, how are y'all? Hey Ty. So yeah, so I am trying to get me a cute little cat sculpture that I did myself because I want to yes, I think I got this. I think it's gonna be fire. I want to make his chest a little bit bigger, honey, because it's giving skinny mini. So what's going on with y'all? So y'all know what let me I have to I'm trying to make his legs cute, but it's not giving good. Hey Jenny, I'm trying to scope these legs out. I'm almost the weekend and I am excited. What's going on this weekend? Why are you excited about the weekend? This is I go to Atlanta soon. So this is my a free week that I have before I travel cuz I've been traveling. I have been traveling really. I'll be outside enjoying the sun. I know that's real. I want to I do want to talk about one thing. Do y'all watch I don't know if y'all watch this, but did y'all watch Sex in the City? Do y'all watch did y'all watch Sex in the City when it was on? Like when it was popular? Do I need to get y'all do y'all wanna y'all can't see, can you? I'm trying to let's see if I can move it closer. This ain't you sculpting reminds me of when we were younger and my sculpting at Evan's house. I was telling them, I was like, I haven't sculpted since high school. I took a ceramics class in high school and I really loved it. And ironically, a couple of weeks ago, maybe like 2 weeks ago, my brain just asked me to Google how much a pottery wheel would cost. And they're not that expensive. They're like $2,000. They're not they're not that expensive. And so I was like, I might get back into my ceramic bag. But I also have a nice, I have a house of carpet and I don't know where I'll put that shit. So I'm like, oh, do I want to be cleaning up clay and shit? I might not want to do that. But I do, this reminds me of my youth. It did give me this little kid really did make me think about this. I know it's not the same like scrapbooking, but I'm the same way with scrapbooking. Oh, honey, I don't have no idea how hard or easy scrapbooking is, but I'm not a sculptor, but I want to sculpt something. I want to sculpt a cat today. And so we gonna sculpt a cat. And I feel like it looked like a cat. Don't it look like a cat? So I for me to have only I ain't sculpted nothing since I was in high school. And so for me to get on here and create something that looked like something that I said it was supposed to look like, I feel like it's a win-win. It's a success to me. It is a success to me. I feel like look, it looked like a cat to me. I'm trying. The tail is giving squirrel tail though, but I feel like it's giving A elegant cat, yes, it's giving stand up and yeah, I feel like it's giving something, honey. So anyway, did anybody say yes? They do watch Sex in the City? Cause I got something I want to chat about. So didn't and nobody watch Sex in the City? Y'all ain't into the white women. I feel like even though it was white women, it was a good show to spark conversation. And now that they have came back with this new, I don't want to say new season, but this new this and just like that. I feel like okay. My ex drugged me to see the movies. Did I seen it, but not enough to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it in the sense to talk about it. Like as far as the detail of the show, I just want to see if y'all get the idea. Hey Black, just to get y'all know what I'm talking about. So, um, Sex in the City is a show that came out in the 90s with about the friendship of four white girls, 30 somethings in New York City, Sex in the City. And the main character is Carrie Bradshaw. She is a journalist. She's like a writer, journalist type of person. But another element of her is she is a fashionista. So she always have expensive shoes, expensive bags, expensive clothes, designer clothes. She is a fashionista. Really, all of them are, but they are, these are young, unmarried, wealthy 30 somethings. Okay. Mid 30s, late, early 40s or whatever. Um, and they have so let's give a synopsis of so yeah, that's a synopsis of the whole show. Now let me give you some character analysis. So the main character is Carrie. Carrie is, like I said, a writer, fashionista. She is I don't actually like Carrie as a character. For me, in shows, I usually don't like whoever is positioned as whoever's positioned as the main character. I usually don't like them. Like I usually like on Game of Thrones, I do not like Jon Snow. I don't like that character. Um on like Orange is the New Black, I don't like let me see if I can bring y'all closer. Make sure. I ain't got no panties on. Ain't got no panties on, so I don't want to flash y'all. I ain't got no panties on the dance floor. I'm in my moo and aunties don't wear panties in moo honey. That's how they used to get all the bills paid, baby. Ew. When the niggas used to pay all the bills. All the bills. You ain't got to do 50-50. When you wearing the dusters, baby. Y'all like this duster? I got this duster at a thrift store. I thought it was so cute. I was like, I'm gonna get into my country auntie bag and get me a cute little duster. So that's what this is. Little house gown, baby. Um, but yes, what was I saying? Yeah, so I usually don't like characters from like main characters. I don't be liking them. Piper from Piper, do y'all want to see me talk or do y'all want to see the sculptor? The sculpting. What y'all feeling? It's giving cat. It's no shade. It's giving cat. Y'all getting the cat? It's giving cat to me. It's giving cat. I want it to be a little more muscle. Y'all don't think it's giving cat? Do y'all see cat? I see cat, girl. It's giving vagina. It is giving vagina to me. Pussy, 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 pussy. It's giving puss in boots. It's giving, we are Siamese if you please. Doom, doom, doom. We are Siamese if you don't please. Boom, doom, doom. Y'all remember that? Where's that from? Oh, the old heads in the room. Where that from? Y'all know where that's from? Carrie is polarizing and she's annoying with her relationships. I find myself liking some points, but then then I love her. Aristocrats. Was it aristocrats? I thought it was well yeah, it is aristocrats with the kitties. Yes, that's I forgot the name. Yes, that is where it's from. We are Siamese if you please. Ba-doom, doom, doom. We are Siamese if you don't please. Yep, yep, yep. Aristocrats. I feel like his butt ain't big enough. Aristocrat was racist as hell and classes, but that's why it's called aristocrats, girl. And classes, baby. What y'all giving? Is it giving? Y'all see how look? Y'all see the little arms? Look how ugly the arms is. It's giving too fat. Let me work on the arms, honey. We are Siamese, if you please. Toot, toot, toot. We are Siamese, if you don't please. All right, so yes, Carrie Bradshaw is a polarizing character. She is a main character. I just don't like that. So Carrie is just that person with, just the main character, honey. She is. Mm, girl, why is you not on, girl? Why is you not on, girl? Now you're gonna be flashing and dumb, right? Come on. All right, I have to figure out how to get y'all. I don't get. Do y'all need more lighting? I don't really know what kind of clay it is, but yes. Anyway, what I want to talk. So I want to talk about a specific thing. So I got to give y'all for people who haven't seen it. What you call it said he knows what it is, but he don't know not enough to talk about it. So I want to give you the background. So Carrie is the one with the main character of the show. She has three friends: Charlotte, Miranda, and Samantha. Samantha is the oldest of the clique. Not far older than them, but around. She's the older one. She's not old, but you know what I'm saying. I think she's in her when the show starts. She's in her late 30s, and they're like in their mid 30s. Anyway, so so um so yeah. So Samantha is the one who is sexually free. She's the one I would say she's the I don't want to say hoe of the group, but she's the sexually liberated one. Samantha is my favorite. Yeah, she's like the Blanche. She's like the Blanche of the group. That's a good comparison. Um think powerful not working class, corporate America woman, sexually liberated. Yeah, think that. Think yeah, that's how we're gonna classify Samantha. Um Charlotte is think private school, preppy, wasp girl. You know, preppy. Charlotte is gonna be your prep school, private school girl. That kind of good girl, Puritan, blue blood, from good stock, private school kind of preppy girl. Kind of born into money. That's the vibe that Charlotte gives. Am I right? Charlotte is kind of like the prep school girl. Think about her. Think about, you know, in kind of innocent. They have a they the way they think of the world is kind of like through those kind of romantic eyes. Get married. She daydreams about a wedding. That kind of girl. In the at a vineyard. That kind of girl that is kind of invested in that kind of dream of marriage and shit, right? Don't forget to like y'all. Yeah, thumbs up if you're. Well, I don't know if you're enjoying it, but you know what I mean. um, yeah. So, oh no, I'm stabbing it. So, Miranda, lawyer, kind of the logical, intelligent. Um, she gives that kind of masculine woman, feminist energy. She's not. They're all films, but she's going to be the most masculine of them. Carrie and Charlotte. Um, Sam is going to be like your sex kitten. So there's a high femme fatale about her. There's a whimsical thing about Carrie. She's like high femme, but kind of whimsical. Tulle dresses, blah, 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 blah. Now, Charlotte is high femme too, but she's gonna be the more stiff, broom up the ass kind of and I'm kind of describing their fashion too. She's gonna be the kind of girly girl, but kind of that kind of stiff Hamptons, Newport kind of white girl. as opposed to Carrie, who is this kind of whimsical tulle dresses. Um, that kind of, she's going to be a little bit more funky than Charlotte. Girl, if you're going to cut on, sweetie. Stop being weird. Now you want to flash and be dumb. I don't know what's going on with this one. At least she started off that way. Yes, at least she did start off with that way. Um, I should have did this before I should have did the head before I. Oh, did I cut his face off? Oh no. This is my inspiration. So anyway, and y'all tell me what y'all think. So 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 I was watching this video of this girl, and she was talking about the new season, basically the reboot of Sex and the City that that is out now, and some of the problems that we have with it. Some of the problems that, ooh, come on, people. Some of the problems that we have with the current storylines, because for Miranda in particular, the storylines just doesn't feel like it matches. It just doesn't feel like it is accurate towards her character. So Miranda, like I said, is the more logical. She is the more scrape some of this off and put it over here, because this is giving booty and this is giving small booty. Um so let me tell y'all what I thought. So So Miranda in the current season is in the current reboot of the show. They're older now. So when they were younger, they was in their 30s. Now they're in their 50s. Yeah. And so Miranda is exploring her sexuality. She left her husband, which is a gag for everybody. Her husband and her child, not her child is grown now, but she left her husband and she is exploring her sexuality with a non-binary person. And the relationship between those two is almost like she's in a relationship with a narcissist, not a narcissist, but with somebody that don't even fucking like her. Because anytime she's trying to be intimate with this person, with them, they kind of make her feel bad about it. It's weird. It's a relationship that is crazy. And so and it doesn't match her. Like it's like what? But the reason why it doesn't match is because remember the beginning of this show was for the 90s. The start of the show was for the 90s and it went on to through the 2000s. And so we weren't as advanced in regards to culturally in our minds about gender and sexuality and blah 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 blah. And so they weren't. I think if the writers were better writers and more creative in regards to that stuff, we would have had. I think Miranda is the one who should have had a female lover exploration. So Samantha did because it makes sense, and this is what I kind of want to talk about. Um, it kind of make sense for um Samantha because I told y'all Samantha is the sexually liberated one. She is the one who, you get what I'm saying, who is has a very, healthy sex life and, you know, Samantha don't mind fucking. So because of that, we get a female exploration with Miranda, and that makes sense because when a woman is sexually free, you well, anybody, if a woman, a man, or whatever is sexually free, it is inevitable that you are going to grapple with queer sex, queer sexuality, your sexuality, what you're willing to do, what you're willing not to do, what you might want to explore, what you don't like, what you do like, blah 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 blah. Any sexually free person. Oh, let me go get my plug. My computer about to die. All right. So when you are a sexually open person, you are going to be. It is going to be. You're going to be a. You're going to explore queer shit. Like it's just that's a part of being sexually liberated. You get to do what you want, and there you kind of liberated from these kind of rules around sexuality, right? Right. You feel what I'm saying? Like, do y'all agree? And so if you're liberated around these rules around sexuality, queerness is kind of like anal. The rule is with if you're a kind of unliberated person, it's dick in the pussy, and that's all you do. But if you liberated, this dick can go anywhere. It can go in your mouth, it can go in your booty hole, it can be a little free. You feel what I'm saying? So it's kind of like anal. Like if you're sexually liberated, you might want to try that. If you Sexually liberated, you're gonna do it with the lights on instead of in the dark and under the covers and da, 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 da. You sexually liberated means that you're gonna explore things that are kind of out of the vanilla realm. So you might not like those things and you might not continue to do those things, but you might explore the idea because you're sexually liberated, because you're free and you're able to say, I want to try something else. I want to try something different and feel like I am actually liberated. And so let me take a picture. They told me to take a picture of the process. Um okay. So y'all get what I'm saying? You're gonna be more sexually liberated. But I want to talk, so that's Samantha. But I want to talk about Miranda too. So the thing about Miranda is intellectual. And one thing about sexual liberation that I think compares with intellectualism is in the same way that sexual liberation kind of makes people free to explore and experience things in queerness, examining queerness is a part of intellectualism too. Like there are big things that in people who are intellectuals, there are big subjects that they grapple with, that they have thought about deeply and explored deeply. One of those things is religion. One of those things is social politics. One of those things is you really don't come across people who are intellectuals that don't have ideas about politics, that don't have ideas about religion. And one of those things, other sectors, is sexuality. That is something there are people, intellectuals, dive deep into sexuality and relationships and behavior and sociology with people, that these are subjects that intellectuals grapple with. You feel what I'm saying? The deeper level of thought process of these things. All right, y'all following me? And so I believe that you don't become an intellectual without grappling with the idea of queerness. Queer sexuality within yourself, within other people, within the world, in the context of the world. You cannot be an intellectual without grappling the idea of these things. You just cannot. This is just something that is a part of the human experience that has so much depth and so much it just has so much depth that you just have to grapple with it. Now, that doesn't mean that every smart person that we come across is gonna be queer. That don't mean you explore the that doesn't mean that you explore the physicality of queerness, but you at least explore the idea of queerness, like the idea in people, how other people think about queerness in themselves and what you think about that. And sometimes there's some over religious overlap where I think being gay is wrong. And I think that, people, that's when you get the negative homophobia. But there's people who don't add that kind of religious, even though it's all intertwined. But it doesn't necessarily have to be a negative connotation to queerness. It could be, um, just them exploring the idea within themselves. But when you explore the idea of queerness, you also come to think about how it can pique your curiosity in regards to your relationship with it. So you might do some gay shit to figure out if you like it, or it might open you up to the physicality of of queerness. And I think Miranda, if they had the courage during the early part of this show, Miranda is the most likely to have explored her queerness other than Samantha. Samantha, because of her sexual liberation, I can see Samantha exploring. I can see Samantha exploring her sexuality through a men's lens. Like Samantha doing a threesome would would make total sense because Samantha is like, oh, I want to get this dude, and if he's into threesomes, mm, I feel like it'll be a freaky moment. She also centers her own pleasure, so she was like, oh, this could be a freaky moment. So I can see Samantha going into her queer exploration through that lens because she's sexually free. But I think that Miranda could go into her queer exploration because she's an intellectual, and so she's going to come across books, she's going to come across education, she's going to come across people within her life that's going to have her thinking deeply about queerness as a political ideology, and that's going to introduce you to the sexual side of you know of queerness. And so I think if they were courageous, if they were courageous in the first place when it comes to sexuality, then we would have seen her explore. Hey, Sister Dime, I've been watching you since I lived in Houston 2016. Thank you for the work you do. I appreciate your wisdom and stories. Thank you, Praise. I appreciate you. Thank you for being an affirmation. Um, so I don't know. I think this is so far so good. So so her coming this at this age exploring her sexuality, I don't think that that's realistic. I feel like Miranda would have explored her sexuality way earlier than some of the other girls. This feels like a line for a Charlotte or a Carrie. This doesn't feel like it would be a Miranda. I feel like if we ranked who would be Dyken the fastest. Look at her. She is cute, y'all. Look at how cute she is. She is cute. That tail is giving squirrel, honey. I don't like that the tail is giving squirrel. Does the tail give squirrel or just bushy? Um, I feel like let's give a squirrel. Oh, shade. No. I don't know. I wanted to give cat. Hey, Zarandrian. Are you getting Zarandrian? You just got in. Are you getting cat or are you getting squirrel? So this is from the front. That tail is giving squirrel tail. I don't know how to make it give cat tail. I feel like it's okay to curve, but I feel like this is too fat right here, right? The tail is fox like. Yeah, I feel like it's too fat right here. It need to be skinny. The tail looks like a squirrel. Yeah, it need to be skinny, right? She's giving fox with the tail. Okay, so I'm gonna try to fix this tail to where it's giving round because it's giving real flat and squirrely. So, um, but I feel like it's gonna fall off if it's not fat like that. Oh, oh. I feel like it's gonna give. I feel like it's gonna give fall off if I don't give it. Um, I need to be able to. But also looks like a skin cat. What is you doing? Well, I haven't made the fur yet. We give it the shape. I'll give it a little character later on. She gonna have her hair. She gonna have her hair cute when I'm done. Ooh, I feel like I'm gonna the tail, if I make it skinny, it's gonna fall off. Oh, wait, did that make it ugly? I gotta. Yeah, I'm trying to make it a squirrel, but not make it squirrel. But okay, so yeah, so I feel it's in. So that's what I mean. So I feel like intellectually, because intellectual, because intellectuals. Now I told you I ain't got no panties on, so I'm trying not to flash y'all. Should I go put some panties on just in case? Um, uh, but yes, I'll just adjust. um, yeah. Oh, I took some of the booty off. See, it needs to. Thank you. This is I was telling them earlier. This is the get the bills paid dusters like your aunties and grandmas used to wear. This used to get the bills paid. All the bills paid, not the 50-50. All the bills paid. You can just raise it up. All the bills. Yes. I am trying to make this look like I don't want it to be, but I feel like if I get it too small, it's gonna fall off. So that's what I'm scared of. That is definitely what I'm worried about. Oh God. Ooh. I gotta focus. But yes, I feel like an intellectual has to grapple with sexuality in the way that intellectuals grapple with religion, in the way that intellectuals grapple with politics. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like intellectuals have to grapple with sexuality, therefore queerness. And so, being that Miranda is the intellectual, I think the more intellectually savvy of the group, because there is a stupidity or a naivete in the rest of the girls. Think about Charlotte. Um think about Carrie. They kind of stupid a little bit. In some incidents, there's a stupidness about them, a naivete, a a child girl like, whereas Miranda seems like she has that older sister kind of vibe. You feel what I'm saying? And she has always, to me, been the character that had the most intellectual prowess. You feel what I'm saying? So to me, somebody with that kind of intellectual prowess, I feel like that comes with a level of sexual, maybe not exploration, but at least intellectually exploring queerness. I just don't feel like you can be an intellectual without grappling the idea of sexuality. I just don't. I'm just somebody that don't believe that. You're doing arts and crafts plus a convo. Convos, crafts and convos. Yes. And so, all right, is it starting to look more cat? God, is I don't know how to make it look not squirrel. Does it need to be skinnier? But see, if I make it skinnier, it's gonna fall off. It's gonna fall off. Now I can't take it off and make the tail come around. I can make it like go on the ground. Yeah, like on the side, like it can come around. But I wanted it to be up and cute. I wanted it to be up and cute. Fish about it with your tail up on display. Let me see. Oh, I see, I see, I see. Yeah, the tail is just skinny. It's just skinny. I wanted it to do like this. You see? But what if it was a fluffy tail? What about the fluffy tail cats? See, like this. Look. Miranda, in my opinion, always gave queer vibes. She always did give queer vibes. Tell people it's a Maine Coon and they have bushy tails. Yeah, see how that tail is? That's cute. It's a bushy tail. Um, but usually if they a bushy tail, they got a bushy face. See like this, look. See, y'all some haters. Talk about my tail look like a squirrel, but I am gonna listen to y'all, and I'm gonna take the tail off. Ooh, round that out. put a little bit more. The tail looks cute. I have to be careful not to conflate well versed in sexuality with being queer. Yes, 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 yes. Because you can explore the ideas of sexuality without exploring the physicality of those experiences, right? So, but I feel like so what's happening with Miranda's character now, with her exploring with somebody, a person assigned female at birth, I feel like she would have done that already. That doesn't feel none of this, even like her being a bumbling Karen that they have her with the black lawyer. That doesn't feel like Miranda. That does it feels like that would be more what you call it. I also think a lot of people's experience, especially women, are ideologically queer, but not behaviorally queer. Explain that a little bit deeper. I think I know what you mean. Um, I think I have an idea. I don't know. Oh, yeah. See, when you have it like this, like they carry a liberatory politic, but can't. That's what I said earlier about they can be politically queer, but not sexually queer. I can't release the I can't release the desire to be chosen by or live life with a man. Ooh, now you went somewhere else. as you as you always do. Um we I don't I don't know. My desire for I don't know, my desire for men. I mean, if I could, it's so many. I talked we talked about this in depth many times. But there's so many stars that need to align for me to be attracted to a person who is signed female at birth. That is so hard. There's so many. It's the mood has to be there, the look has to be there. The I have issues finding cis men partners that balance aggression and um that dominance and submissive. Not I don't know, I hate using that language because it's not dominant submissive, but there's a balance that I need even from them. And it is very hard for me to find a cis person that first of all physically attracts me. I mean, not a cis person, a signed female at birth, a birth person who physically attracts me, and their personality in how they move in the world matches that. Is very, very rare. Very, very rare. Very rare. And usually the ones that move how I want them to move, they usually don't like the girls. They're usually real patriarchal and real strict about who they're willing to explore with, darling. Explore with, darling. Yeah, honey, I can't do the tail. It has to be yeah, the tail it can't be up unless I put like some kind of wire or something in here. It can't be All right, so I'm gonna put it around. I'm gonna put it around. I'm gonna score the booty. If you could build a boo, what gender identity would you build? A cis man? Yeah, pretty much. There are some, if I'm to be honest, there are some actual physical things about a penis that are in the canon of my sexual fantasies and desires. And so it's hard for me to, I'm not saying it's impossible, but I like sucking dick and I like to feel the throbbing and see it coming and see it actually busting, and that's a part of the, you know, a part of like my sexual stuff. Yeah, it's a part of my and so not saying that I couldn't adjust to a vagina or, I don't know, I never experienced a vagina in that way, but I can, it's just, a part of my, I don't know, just a part of my, yeah, my sexual, such a big, actual penis is such a big part of my sexuality. So if I could just build a boo, he would have a fat 8-inch penis. That is literally what he would have. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of work. I do have some full, but I'm just gonna lay it down, child. I'm gonna just lay it on down. Yeah, I'm in that mode where I'm like, I'm just gonna lay the tail down. Now I just gotta smooth it out. But y'all see where I went with it, where it's kind of wrapping around her legs, where it's kind of wrapping around her legs. And I just gotta smooth it out. So yes, 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 yes. So are y'all more sexually free than I am? Like are you is if y'all are into vaginas, are vaginas a big part of your sexual desires? If you are into penis, is it just the physicality of it? I know there's some nuances in how people um but if you could build a boo, what would they have? Like what body parts? Like if you could make the perfect person, like you were made for me. If you could make a person, what would would they have a penis? Would they have And some people would say, "Oh, be more creative. They would have a vagina and a penis if I'm gonna make a person." Or if that's what you're into. Um, wow, you're doing a fantastic job. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, her little booty is kind of. I think I am sexually free. I don't necessarily. Hey Vaughn. Hey Grobe. Who else did I? Everybody in here. Everybody. Brittany. Hey Brittany Boo. Um, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, when I have my little wet dreams, I ain't had a wet dream in so long, but when I do, there's some cocks involved. Cock-a-doodle-doos. You know what I'm saying? There are some peens involved. Now, I have had dreams about eating vagina. I have had dreams about eating vagina, but I haven't experienced that. Oh, yeah, it is too dry, honey. I need you to chill, baby. I need you to chill. I have had dreams about eating vagina. I have never had a dream about penetrating vagina. That ain't never really. But I'm not really like a top girl, you a top kind of girl like that. That ain't really, you know, that ain't really my tea. You were made for me. Oh, should I give it? I don't know. Should I do? So I'm scratching some hairs into it. Have you seen the documentary Tell Them You Love Me on Netflix? I have not watched it. It sounds like something I would watch, but I just haven't brought myself to watch it. All right, so I've scratched. So the front is smooth, but y'all see how I've scratched the surface to make it look like hair. I like the tail down. Okay, is it cute like that? Yeah. I don't dislike it. I don't dislike it. But it's looking less like a squirrel or a fox. Yeah, it's giving, feline now. Okay. I get you. I guess I was trying to be too fancy with the tail up. Oh God. Um mm, I feel like I should have did the head real. Mm. Mm. Yeah, I think it's gonna. Yeah, I feel. Yeah, the tail is coming out. Yeah, I kind of like it like this a little bit better though. I don't know. I feel like standing up is just more dramatic than sitting down. Yeah, I feel like standing up is just. There's something that I don't like about his hind. Is it a boy or a girl? I wonder do I or we gonna do gender neutral kitty cat. I kind of want something on its chest, like a. Hello, Miss Polk. I have missed seeing you with this background. With this one? You don't like my other one? This is my altar. This is all my ancestors. Well, not all of them, of course, but the ones, pictures that I found. And this is my matriarchal line. My mommy, my grandma, my great grandma, and my great great grandma. Yeah. And my diamond. Diamonds are forever, forever. Hold one up and caress it. Something, something, and undress it. They won't leave in the night. Have no fear that they might desert me. I don't need love. For what could love do me? Diamonds never lie to me. I don't remember the words. And I'm the dark. The love. Oh, diamonds are forever and ever, forever. So, what was we talking about? Oh, we was talking about Miranda. So, what do y'all think? Do y'all think that it is? Do y'all think that you got to be a certain level? Like, I feel like you. I don't want to say you got to be dumb, but I feel like when you get to a certain level of intellectualism, you gotta grapple with sexuality, and so that comes with being, maybe exploring queerness a little bit. Sometimes it doesn't necessarily take queer form, but it's very few um intellectuals that I know that haven't explored their sexuality. I just haven't experienced people like that. People be gay, intellectuals be gay. It is the dumb ones that are stuck in a rut. It is dumb people that is stuck in a rut, child. You know, is his leg? His legs look like they leaning. Them legs look like they leaning. Oh no. Oh no, that went back too far. No. I'm starting not to like this texture. It's giving fox and hell. It feels like it's leaning that way. Okay, now it looks like it's standing up. Ooh, it looks cute. Yay, I love him. I love that picture. Mm, zoom in. I love it. Okay, it came along. Did I show y'all my lips? Did I show y'all my lips? This is my lips. I just painted the base of the lips. Now this is not as detailed, but I wanted to do like a holder for it that looked like a shape of lips. Yeah, so a little cute little shape. That's the first thing I created. But I wanted to do a cat, so it can be, you know. That's the first thing I did. I don't know, what should I do next? So this is the cat. What else should I do? Give me something else that I can create. All right, I'm gonna paint it now. Cause that's as detailed as it's gonna do a lady. Ooh, you want me to do a lady? Lord, that's hard. Okay, I'll try to do a lady. Oh, how am I gonna keep her standing up? She gonna have to be in a dress. Not Sarah Bartman. We ain't got enough clay for her thick ass. Do a Jordan 1. No. That is too far. I'm a beginner. This is beginning ceramics. I can't do all, honey. I am not what's that who do y'all know who is an amazing sculptor? The dude who did Obama's portraits, his official portraits. Oh, I went to his sculptor, his first of all, these are sickening too. The dykes is always gonna be dyking. Y'all see these sculptures right here? This is at the Missouri Botanical Garden. I was like, look at these lesbians. Lesbians. And then here goes some more pictures of them up close. Look at them sculptures. That is fire. Ain't that dope? See, this is advanced. I can't do this shit yet. They look cute. The girls. Isn't that cute? But let me show you the dude. Oh, let me show y'all this too. Me at the lake, honey. Getting my life. Feeling love. Y'all see them. I'll show y'all them pictures later. Feeling sexy and hot. Ellie Mae Clampett tees, but black. So yes, I went to. Does she have a name? Not yet. I gotta see. I don't know what color I'm gonna get her. I was thinking about making her a calico, but maybe not. So the dude who did oh God, look at these, y'all. So the dude who did Obama's portrait when he was leaving the White House, like his official portrait, he does sculptures. Baby. Look at that. Oh, not that. This is like maybe 15 feet tall. That's how big this is. 15 feet tall. And he basically doing like a black people in Americana. Like they either sleeping on the ground. Now it is now some of them look like they done been killed, but that's what he's kind of given. It's like, are they sleeping or have they been killed? Yes. Kehinde Wiley, yes. And his sculpture of black people is so fire. It is so good, y'all. So if he ever has a display in y'all city, he was in Houston at the Fine Arts Museum, and look at that face. Look at that. Look at them lips. Like this would be my husband. Look at that nose. Look at them lips. Look at the detail. That is fucking gorgeous. Oh God, that's gorgeous. Them lips that look like a nigga. That is perfect. Look at them lips. Who do black people lips that great? Oh my God. Isn't that gorgeous? And he's just laying there. Oh, now look at her. Look at her braids. Look at you. Got to be black to be this detailed. You can't. You can't be. Look at her nose and her lips and them braids. Is it? Look at that. And this is metal, y'all. This is metal work. The details of them braids. Oh, hold on. We gotta get a little spicy. I make sure it don't be no news or nothing, because you know I play a lot of games. But yeah, that's the last one. But yeah, them braids are fire. It's so good. That is a master. But ooh, I like these. This sometimes I take pictures of pattern. So if I ever make like fabrics, I have some ideas. Wouldn't that be a fire pattern on a fabric? That was at a ooh, ain't that fire? I love that. I love going to I love art. I'm an artsy bitch. I love art. Wouldn't that be a fire pattern? This is from a Asian. This was on like an Asian window or something. Wouldn't that be a hot fabric? Some pottery from the Middle East. I feel like that'd be a fire fabric. This I feel like it reminds me of redlining, but like a redlining map, but it would be a good pattern for fabric. This is the boy I had a crush on in elementary. Isn't he cute? This is him in high school, but when we were in elementary, I had a super crush on him. His name is Jeremy. He's so fine. And this is him in high school too. So let me tell you some tea about him. Not no tea, but this is when he was on the basketball team. That's him right there. That's Gerald. I don't know these white boys, but I was in love with him, baby. So, so recently I think I told y'all this story, but now y'all get some pictures of what he looked like. While I paint my kitty cat. I think it's done, y'all. Other than me painting it a color, I think it's done. I can't get no. I'm not good. I'm not great. I think this is as detailed as it's gonna get. I can't get no further than this. I think that's great. I think it looks like a cat, and I think I'm proud of it. What y'all think? I think it's cute. So I'm gonna put my base white on it. So when you paint your kitty, is that the one your cousin was asking you about? No, that wasn't him. I think it's great. You turned it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think it's cute too. Oh shit. Let me get some water because it done dried out, honey. On this brush. So anyway, let me tell you about it. So this random um account started following me on TikTok, and it had the boy I had a crush on. It had his pictures, and it was using his last name but not his first name. And so I was like, so he came to my page and I was like, first of all, how did you, now mind you, I haven't talked to this boy since 6th grade. You feel what I'm saying? So we haven't talked. And even in the 6th grade, I mean 7th grade, not 6th grade. Even in the 6th grade, we never talked. Like I was a shy little gay boy. This is way before transition. This is you know what I'm saying? He just was a I'd never told him that I had a crush on him. We never even talked. So I don't know. First of all, how you find my page? Why are you following me? You know what I'm saying? It just was a bunch of stuff. And so, and this is TikTok. So I talk about all kind of queer shit. So I don't there's some platforms that I am on that I don't talk about T shit. So even like on Facebook, I have a page for my queer shit, and I have a page for where I'm the fish, honey. And so because of that, I didn't understand how he found my quote unquote trans page. And so it was also curious to me, honey. I'm like, how did my crush from 7th grade find my page 20 years later? Okay. 20 years later, that it doesn't make sense because I'm like, so you have to put this if you're gonna paint it a color, you have to put this white base on it. So that's why I am putting the white base. And um, so I'm like, and so he comes to my page, and so I'm like, um, hey, how are you? Because I'm grown now, so honey, I'm gonna try to shoot my shot. Now, mind you, he don't look like he did when he was younger. He done gained a lot of weight. But just because I am a neurotic bitch like that, I'm the type of person that if you are from my past and I had a crush on you when I was younger, there's something, and it might be the origin of my being. There's something about me that still wants to conquer you. So just to have you on my roster, just so I can continue to boast that whatever I wanted, I've always got. So because of that, ooh, let's see what this giving. So I'll still try to put you on my roster and on my record. Record, record, record. He knew it was you. Record. So, so record, record, record. Yes. Now I'm seeing what you're saying. I'm like, huh? Not record, record. Yes, put you on my record. Um, okay, she is looking quite cute. Yay. She is looking quite cute. Cute, 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 cute. Alrighty. So we have the heart. All right. I'll save the other one, the other project for another day, another recording. And I'll have it set up cuter than this, where y'all can actually watch me start. So he said, so I sent him an inbox because he just goes to my page periodically, maybe like once a month, and just follow me and then goes and looks. And so I hit him up and I'm like, hey, and he doesn't respond. And then I hit him up maybe like a week later, hit him up again and say, why are you coming to my page but not speaking to me? Da 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 da. So he doesn't respond. So I say his full name. Like, because his name on the page is not his name. And so I say his full name. And he was like, who are you? Like, once I said that, he was like, who are you? I was like, oh, we went to school together. And he was like, what school did we go to together? And I was like, oh, we went to, I said some number, but it was the wrong number. And he says, I didn't go there. He says, I didn't ever go to, I never went there. So, and so I was like, maybe I'm tripping. So I'm sitting there, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe this is not him. I was like, no, because I know who this person is in this picture. Like, either you using a fake picture or because this is a unique person. And I'm like, I know, and I was infatuated with this person. So you is not about to tell me that who now, if you say that that's not you in the picture, then okay, it makes sense because you're not the girl in the picture. But if you're saying that is you, then that person is Jeremy. and so, and that's not the name on this profile. This shit smells so good, y'all. This is a European London brand called Penhaligon's. That name right there, Penhaligon's. And this scent is called Yasmin. All of their bottles have uh like a sculptured head. So I have one that is, let me see if I can find it. This one is the bull, and it is called Mr. Sam. So this is more masculine, like fresh, clean, masculine. It smells like sweet petrichor. It's a little like a sea, not a sea moss as in like smelling fishy, but like fresh sea and beach, like the freshness of the sea and beach. Petrichor, mm, sandalwood. It's clean, it's fresh, it's fire. So each one of the characters, this one is Mr. Sam, as you can see. Each one of the characters, a part of their brand, each one of the characters has like a story behind it. And remember, this is a European like London-based brand. And so this character is called Mr. Sam, and he is from America. And in their story, they say he is this arrogant American that you don't want to like him because he's an American, but because he smells so good and he's so charming, you just fall in love with him. And that's Mr. Sam's. And that describes this scent. This is a scent that you just want to cuddle into a man if you have this. I like wearing it because I don't mind wearing men's fragrances if it has a feminine quality to it. And this does have a sweet, beachy, beach girl, not tropical beach, but just like a clean, fresh beach scent to it. It's definitely it could be a masculine scent, but I fucking love it. Now she's feminine. She is sex kitten, femme fatale. She has like a pomegranate, um, like a pomegranate, woodsy, vanilla, dark berry, sex kitten vibe, which is why she has the cat on it, because she is sexy. Yasmin is a princess. She's love. Anyway, so back to the trade. So I say, I know that I am not tripping. I know that this is who you are. And I just know that this is who this is. Make sure you have thumbs up. I know that this is who this is. For the people who's just joining us, I see a lot of people have joined. I made a cat. But he so I start giving out way details that, I start saying, when you were in the school, you had the Jordan 8s and the Space Jam Jordan. You had the Space Jam Jordans, and they were purple and black, and you got this, and you have an interesting walk. Like, you walk kind of pigeon toe, you pigeon toe and you bow legged, so you walk like this, um and your mother, you look just like your mother, except you're a boy and she's lighter than you. Because I remember when my mother registered me for school, his mother was registered for school. And what I didn't know is they both was dope fiends. And so they was connected. And they connected, and they said, so me and him is just sitting there while they kind of talking and chatting, and like they know each other. Um, and so I start giving all these details, and he was like, yo, you know too much shit. So clearly we got to figure this out. He goes into this whole thing about, like, we got to figure out what school you're talking about. And so I remember the street. I didn't remember the name. I thought the street was something else. And so we figured it out, and we went to school 60. I'm 63. And so we start talking and blah, 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 blah. And I'm telling him, like, I know all of this shit because I was infatuated with you, blah, 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 blah. And we get to talking, and he was like, what's your number? I'm gonna call you. What's your number? I'm gonna call you. So we talking on the I sent him my number, we talking on the phone, and he is talking about all this kind of gender war shit, not transgender shit, but like, this kind of what's happening on the internet, this kind of girl against boy, woman against man type of situation, black women against black men, and these kind of frivolous conversations. And he was having a deep conversation about it because he is in, he graduated from college with a criminal justice degree, um, went on to be a lawyer, and just kind of like this smart guy. So we're having really, really good conversation. I'm like, ooh, this, not only did you turn out to be smart, you get what I'm saying? Cool. This is cute. So even though you done got kind of big, because he done gained some weight, and he's definitely over the weight that I like, as far as I like thick boys, but he's a little over that. He's getting into that Rick Ross mode where that ain't really my speed. And so because of that, but on the strength of his face, because his face still cute, and the strength that I need you on my record, I would still have. And so by the end of the conversation, it's just an amazing conversation. It is not about anything sexual. It's not about anything about having nothing like that. But in my brain, y'all know, I'm like, nigga, I'm not trying to have no new friends, my nigga. I'm trying to see what the tea is, honey. What's up with that dick, honey? And so So because of that, I'm trying to flirt and bring some sexuality into the conversation. He is not biting. He is not biting. And he's still trying to have a clean conversation. So once I see that he wasn't biting, I stopped flirting and just started to have the regular conversation, back to the regular conversation. Um, it started to get late, so I was like, "Girl," not late is in negative, but late is in time. And I was like, "Oh well, call me tomorrow. Hit me up, hit me tomorrow. Let's chat. Let's continue to talk." Um, and when I come to Indy, we can hang out because you know there's a difference between us talking on the phone and us being in person, and you get to what does Ursula say? My poor sweet child. You got your looks, your pretty face. And don't underestimate the importance of body language. The men up there don't like a lot of blabber. They think a girl who gossips is a bore. Yes, on land it's much preferred for ladies not to say a word. And shit, my dear, what idle chatter for? They're not that all impressed with conversation. True gentlemen avoid it when they can. Yes. So the next day he was supposed to call me. He did not call me. And then he hit me up on TikTok again and just to chat, but I was busy, so I didn't check my messages. And then I hit him back when I saw it, and he told me to hit him up when I get in Indianapolis. So when I get in Indianapolis, I'm gonna hit him up. So wish me luck on maybe having my crush from the seventh grade. Mm, 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 mm. That's wild. Oh, we did go into conversation about transness, but he was asking to like typical nigga questions. Typical, I don't know shit about trans people questions. You are such an amazing storyteller. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, this is not sponsored, but this is the kit that I got, the Air Clay Pottery Kit. It comes in a box with painting. Let me see if I can find it for y'all. Air Clay. Oh, that is not what I got. Oh, Yes, airplay pottery kit for adults. Yes, you can do this. Let me sign in. Oh God. I'm trying to give y'all the code. Y'all quiet today. Y'all making me work to entertain y'all, honey. I don't think I heard if he remembers who you are or not. He did not remember who I was at all. But he shouldn't. That's why it was strange for him to be on my page. But what I didn't realize was I had added him on my Facebook because you know how you stalk somebody from your past and you add them. I had added him and he added me, but he never said nothing to me, and I never said nothing to him. So when you connect your Facebook page to your TikTok, it shows people who is on there, and so he followed me on TikTok, and so yeah, um, he no, I was just joking, Gigi. Um, he so that's how he found me. So that explains how he got to it. Wasn't like he randomly was looking me up. He I had stalked him on Facebook, added him, he added me, and then years later, that was back in 2013. So he's been on my list, and because he don't be on Facebook like that, he still has it and still uses it, but he's just not on there a lot. I didn't notice until he added me on TikTok. And so, yeah, that's what it was. So he didn't remember me. And then he was asking me, he was asking me what my old name was. And I was like, I'm not about to say my dead name. I was like, but you wouldn't remember me by that name either, because we just really did not talk. Like, imagine somebody you had a crush on that you never talked to. We never was in classes together. So there's no reason for him to remember me. You feel what I'm saying? It literally is no reason for him to remember who I am, because we had literally one class together, and that was in gym. And because it was gym, I was fucking MIA, not trying to be in nobody's face about no fucking gym. And so he wouldn't have remembered me anyway. I wouldn't have told. We ain't never. Yeah, he wouldn't remember me. And he didn't. That's just the nature of it. Is some um I have a bowl with some water in it. Anytime you do work with ceramics, you have a sponge and a bowl with some water in it. So you can re-wet your clay if you need to re-wet it. A spray and a sponge. Is his mother still alive? Yes. His mother basically we basically had a lot of the same life experience around drugs and our mom about our drugs and her mom. Diamond, have you ever made a cat? The cat looks amazing. No, this is my first time. I think it looks amazing too. I think it looks for my first time doing it, not my first time working with like a sculpture, but my first time making a cat. I think it looks fire for my first time. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Um, yeah, we had a lot in common. We in our in-depth conversation, in our in-depth like about drugs and our parents. His mother was we're the same age, so his mother was on a drugs exactly same time that I was. Like she was going through her addiction at the exact same time, and he he was an only child. I was not, but I was an only child for a very long time, so we vibed in that way. Um, but yeah, we went into he got into a really oh, this is another interesting aspect of the conversation. How he viewed himself was totally different. How, how he viewed himself in the circles that we were in is totally different than how I viewed him. So, and they both were true, but they both were true, even though he he was this cute ass boy, curly ass hair, cute. All the girls like him. So because of that, dudes used to try to jump him, and so he would be fighting all the time at school. And I remember these boys trying to jump him, and he had like a knife, and it just was crazy. It just was a moment. And he in his perspective, he was like that was the worst time of his life. He felt like he was getting bullied. He felt like nobody liked him. He didn't have any friends. People were trying to jump him. But because I had a crush on him and every girl that I knew had a crush on him, my perspective of him was he was popular and beloved. Because all the girls used to swoon over him. And so in my brain, I'm like, everybody loved you. I'm the one getting bullied and called a faggot. That's what that was my experience. But he was just being bullied in a different kind of way from the straight boys. Because he was a straight boy and girls liked him and that kind of stuff. So and I remember that, but I it just was a hater. Like I was like, oh, they just hating on you. Oh, kiss me, kiss me. I wasn't thinking about the trauma that he was going through because I was too busy thinking about him as a crush. And and it's funny because the way he described it was like, oh, this is the worst time of my life. You remember me from the worst time of my life, darling. This was like the worst time from his perspective. He was like, yo ass, that was a hard time. Is he the one that you said both registered for school the same day? Yes, that's him. Um, yeah, but it's just wild that we have different perspective of that. And then I remember I told y'all that I had once I transitioned, he went to Lawrence North and I went to Arlington, and that was the rivalry in our city. The big rivalry was Broad Ripple and Arlington, but the another big rivalry was Arlington and LC. And so he went to LC, and so they had came to the basketball game, and I was, by this time I'm in girl clothes and tipping through and being that girl. And I had tipped through, and my bullies in my school was like, oh, here come RuPaul. And because Jeremy was in the vicinity, I was devastated. Just the fact that y'all trying to call me out in the midst of my old crush, I was so devastated. And I tried to run out of that gymnasium. They were calling me RuPaul, and oh, it was so embarrassing. I was so like, RuPaul is a drag queen. I'm not a drag queen. I'm a woman. Oh, they was giving me fever. But Jeremy, like Jeremy, classic Jeremy, he didn't respond to it. He just was looking like, what the fuck is going on? Like in a state of confusion. So I leave the auditorium, go out in the parking lot, just so I'm not in the heat of the tea. And here come my girl cousin, who is sickening, my cousin Tanny, and she's sickening. And once she hear them kind of trying to talk crazy to me, she makes it worse, not intentionally trying to make it worse, but she get to giving you, what sickening fish gives. Oh no, y'all is not about to talk about my cousin. He ain't bothering nobody. Y'all need to mind y'all business. My cousin is pretty. She giving all this loud tea in the parking lot, bringing even more attention. And I can't be mad at her because she's coming to my defense, but I really just want her to calm down and get me out of here. Let's go. Let's leave. I just want to be out of this. It's crazy. but um, but yeah, it was a funny ass moment. And I talked about that to him. And he said, I do. He said, I remember the game, but I don't remember that. And I was like, yeah, because you act like you didn't even hear what was said. You was just worried about basketball. And he was like, yeah, basketball was my life. And I was like, I know. It had always been your life. And I watched you play many times. Wishing I could lick the sweat from your balls. He was so fine and so everything. And I was like, yeah, I remember. Basketball was your life. But we talked about so much. But hopefully I'll get them on my record. Cha-ching. Oh. Well, all right, y'all. I'm about to go eat dinner. Thank y'all for creating with me and having great conversations. This might be something that I'll do just to do something creative, paint and do something. But yes, this was I made a cat. And so this is the ending results. I have to let it dry and then I can paint it with the paint. I hope y'all liked it. Um, I think that this is amazing. I think this is cute for my first time making a cat. Yeah, I think this is dope. What color? Let me vote. What color should it be? I do like a white cat. I really do like a white cat. Look, I could put like a ooh, I could make a collar brown. Brown cats are rare. Do y'all know that? Brown cats are really rare. Look that up. Brown cats are really rare. I can make a collar. I think I'm gonna hold on. Let me see. I have a little bit of clay left. So what if I made a collar around her neck? Like a little I have one more. Okay, I'm not done. Let's see if I can make a collar. You got some rhinestone? I don't have any. Do I have some rhinestones? I'm pretty sure I can find something, some sequins or something. Let's see. I do have a little. This how much clay I got left. Well, I got a whole another packet so I can create something else. This is a whole other packet. They send you 3 in the kit. Did I put the kit in there? That's if you want to try the kit out. If you want to create something, child. I think I'm gonna think I better let it go. Let it go. Looks like another love TKO. And it comes with all of these tools. Like y'all see these little rolling pins. It's I think I'm gonna make some bows. I think I'm gonna make a bow around her neck. I'm gonna make her look like the white cat from Aristocrats because we were talking about aristocrats earlier, and that will be on theme, right? We were talking about that. Right? We were talking about that earlier, weren't we? And so she can remember that white cat, the girl cat from Aristocrats. All right, I'm not gonna go just yet. I want to make this collar. The tail you made at first was kind of like her tail. Yeah, but she was gonna fall. So I'm gonna try to make a little bow tie. Not a bow tie, but a little ribbon tie for her. Yeah, she had a tail that was big and fluffy. Hmm. Well, that's done. I can't do the tail no more. Oh, now I'm scared. I made the a cute ribbon. See the little ribbon? See, it's cute. Now I gotta get it to stick on. Oh, that came out cute. Look. She has a ribbon over her head now. That came out real cute. Oh, I love her. She is cute. I mean, now I gotta paint her bow. Oh, I really love that. I really love that bow on her. Oh my god, that is so cute. Yay. Okay. Let me leave well enough alone. Uh, okay. There we go. All right. So this is the final product. Oh, that is dope. He's so cute. Oh my god, that is so cute. Yay. Okay. All right, y'all. I will see y'all next time. Let me let her drive before she fall apart. Cause she hanging on the a hope and a prayer, honey. Talk to y'all later. Yeah, paint the bow some colors. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna paint the bow some colors. Maybe make the inside of the ears pink, like maybe the tip of the nose and the ears, and make the bow like baby blue. I think that'd be dope. Alrighty, talk to y'all later.